Suppose you are a compiler writer or script engine developer, then how would you determine whether your MSIL and the associated metadata meets the type safety requirements? And answer is through peverify.exe. Hi, I am Vivek Kumar and I welcome to my channel Buddhi Towards Wisdom. Today we are seeing what are the benefits of peverify.exe and what role it plays during our work when we are working with C#.NET. So let's begin. Hope you are able to see the screen. So before starting the explanation of peverify.exe, few things I want to let you know is MSIL, Microsoft Intermediate Language, what it is. So whenever we are compiling a C# program, so that C# program first gets converted into the intermediate language code, and then it converts into the machine language code, and then it runs. It will give you the desired output. So with the MSIL, and what is type safety? So we in C#.NET, using pointer is not very much recommended, and you can say we don't use it in C#.NET. Reason being, with pointer we can play with the addresses and it may lead into some issues when you execute in the program. So pointer related things are considered as not type safety, means it is not safety. Okay, so here you can see it is written as this tool helps developer like compiler writer and script engine developer to determine whether their MSIL code and associated metadata meet type safety requirements. And pverify tool can be run on your file to check the MSIL and metadata. So this is one of the very useful tool to determine whether your created MSIL intermediate language code is fulfilling the type safety requirement or not. Now let's see what are the syntax. So in syntax we just write pverify and file name in the sense what your exe name, and several options are there. So that option we are going to see what are the options are there in the next coming slides. We write an example, we take any exe assembly and then we run with the options. So we have MD and IL. So these are basically to check whether it is following your type safety or not with peverify.exe. And output we get as like all classes and method. If it is verified properly, it will give you verified. If it is not, then it will tell you that it is not verified and it doesn't meet the type safety things. So we have several others options as I already have mentioned before in the previous slide. So these are the options like break, clock. In break, what the description is that it aborts the verification after max error count. We have another option as clock. Here it measures and reports the following verification times in milliseconds. So mdval.cycles, there is cycle, pure cycles and all are there. Here we have next set of options, help, HR, result, ignore, you can do ignore, and at the response file you can tell. If you tell, then it will tell you it ignores the error codes listed in the specified response file. And as you know, you already have noticed that as option we have used MD/MD and IL. So what IL does is it performs the MSIL type safety verification check for the method implemented in the assembly specified by file names. Basically it takes the safety verification checks for your method implemented. And MD, it checks it performs metadata validation checks on the assembly specified by the file name. So basically it performs the metadata validation checks. We have another few set of options like no logo, no symbol, quiet, transparent, unique, verbose. Okay, so these have their own set of features. So let's see with the program. So here one sample main I have written, nothing but just created a welcome to peverify.exe. So I will just compile it and run it. So after compilation, we'll get the output welcome to p verify exe, and the same exe would have been generated. So let's see the place where it got generated. Here bin debug, and this is my exe generated now. So what we will do, we will see the use of p-verify.exe. For running it, we need a command prompt. So we will be using a developer command prompt for Visual Studio 2019. So this command prompt comes with when you install Visual Studio, and generally we use it because it would be having prerequisite configuration, so it will be very easy to run. You can use the normal command prompt also, but we will be running this developer command prompt. So we can run as administrator. Okay, so here it came. So what we will do is, we can write is p verify.exe, and we'll locate the path and we'll locate the exe. So console app1.exe is our created exe, and same thing we will check whether it works or not, whether it is having the type safety requirement, it is fulfilling or not. So we'll type md li, same as here, md and il it is. So we need to go and we need to change il. So as you can see, we are getting the output as all classes and method in this exe is verified. Means we are adhering the all type safety during our compiling or running of this console app1.exe, and we don't have any other issue with that in the verification of our created MSIL, Microsoft Interpreted Language Code, and associated metadata. We don't have any issue with it. So this is it. Hope you have understood the explanation of p-verify.exe, and if you have any concern, any comment, if you want to ask something, so please write into the comment section, and even write what do you think and how do you think that p-verify will benefit you. Okay, so for today this is it. See you in the next video, and please like and subscribe and comment also about this video. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, and happy learning.